Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Making Home here. This is Priscilla, and today we're going to talk about intentional motherhood. By the uploading of this video, it is Mother's Day in Germany, okay? I believe certain countries celebrate before or afterwards. Whenever, from wherever you see this video, happy Mother's Day if you're mom, mom to be, mom in waiting, whatever kind of mom, okay? Happy Mother's Day. You are doing a good job. May God continue carrying with you whatever you're carrying, how many kids you're carrying, okay, in whatever situation you are momming in. God bless you and God help you with this beautiful journey, okay? If you're an old subscriber, welcome. Thank you so for always coming back, for always supporting me. Thank you so much for the congratulations, messages and love and prayers sent. If you knew that we were carrying a fourth baby, yes, good news is baby's here. We are a large family officially. We can't deny anymore, okay? God has really been good to us. So thank you for all DMs on Instagram. Number one tip would be get rid of distractions, okay? Distractions that actually get your attention off your children, get your attention off your mothering in a better way, okay? You have to know for yourself, okay? Is this a distraction? Is it adding to me or not adding to me, okay? For me, certain things on my phone are distractions. For example, if you open your phone and you've got hundreds, or even for me even 30 apps are just way too much, okay? Like, you put on your phone and each and everything start making sounds. Don't get into that thought of wanting to be busy, okay? Get to be productive. If an app is not really working for you, just delete it, okay? It's just taking space, it's taking your attention, okay? Just get things on your phone done that if you can't really do these things, okay, something would be missing. What I am also doing, because like I mentioned, what we do with our phones, or what our phones can actually enable us to do with work, with businesses, with just making videos like I am doing right now with my phone, okay? If it's helpful, just get a working space. If you've got a way to like put your work off your phone and just put it on a computer, okay? It is a little bit, I know people will be like, that's old school, okay? We don't sit in one place anymore and do work. But for me, it is much easier that way. It gets me to separate. It helps me separate my time with my kids and my time at work, or my time just having my me time on the computer doing whatever I need to do or I want to do, okay? So shift your work or your emails or whatever takes your attention off your phone. If it's always lying around, off your phone, put the work on the computer, so that you give it a designated time where you know, okay, this is now a free child zone, a free child a time space, okay, where I'm really concentrated on the thing I have to do, okay? So that you get time with your babies, you get time with your spouse, okay? It doesn't only have to do, not people are not only distracted away from their children, but also from their spouses or from family generally, okay? To my second tip on how I am getting more intentional on my motherhood journey is my responses, okay? My responses to my children, number one, my responses to other people when my children are around, or even when they're not around, but let's concentrate on the children, okay? My responses to them, my responses to my to for example my spouse, my husband, my responses to family members, my responses to anybody who is in the room while my children are also listening, okay? It could be in the supermarket where someone might maybe get me angry, or get me I don't know, like catch me off guard, okay? And I'm not, maybe that day, that special day is not that certain day is not my day, how I respond to them when my children are in the room or are listening or are watching. Okay, so how is this important or going to get you to being intentional on your motherhood journey? Okay, listen, children are like sponges. Okay, I don't know if this kind of saying exists in English, but it exists in German. Okay, like children are sponges. They pretty much suck each and everything that they see, that they hear, okay, that is around them into them. Okay, so whatever you are going to say, however you're going to react, whatever habits kind of, okay, that you have, even if it's just the talking, how you talk, okay, when I pretty much talk when I'm waving my hands, okay, and I pretty much I'm seeing some of our girls doing this, okay, when they're talking, when they're explaining, okay, because they spend so much time with me, okay, that they get to see or to just take kind of some of my habits or kind of some of my main mix and guest sticks, okay, they just take them over, okay. So I am working on that intentionally, not that I've been doing things wrong or just flipping out when they're listening or doing or saying something wrong when they're listening. I am intentionally observing myself. What am I saying? How am I saying it? Is it necessary to even mention certain things when they're listening? Is it necessary to say certain things when they're listening? Okay, so just get yourself to that position where you really like start listening to yourself. Okay, how did I react in that situation? What did I answer? How did I answer? Did I have to answer ABC? Wasn't a sentence enough for that situation to be over? Wasn't a sentence enough for that situation to just be calm and joyful again? Okay, just get yourself to that point of viewing and seeing what is best, okay, for you to say when your children, or for you to do, or how to react for you when your children are what, are listening and are present. Okay, so that point will require from you self-awareness. It will require for you to be very honest, okay, with yourself, okay, or even go ahead and ask your spouse, ask your partner, how do you think do I react to this and this when the children are around? How do you, when the children are around, what do you think, or how do you think I can be better in certain things, in my certain reactions, okay, to certain things when the children are around? We'll conclude that with an example, okay. We live in a district of Berlin where not so many foreigners to live. We don't take the bus that much often, but once we take the bus, we are pretty much, okay, looked at, okay. And I love telling my children, well, you're exotic, this is why they're looking, okay. You look beautiful, you look different, this is why they love looking at us. And one day this man, we hear a certain man telling, I don't know if it was his girlfriend or his wife, telling him something like really ugly about us, okay, about us as Africans, okay. So I just had the African woman in me couldn't just keep quiet. I just had to ask him to repeat what he just said again, okay. Not to start war, but I was just like, I had to confront him to let him understand this is not all right, okay. What you just said is not all right. My children understand German, and even if they couldn't understand German, it was just disrespectful of you and even almost racist, okay. So I just had to ask him again what he just said. And of course, like a bully could be, if they think you can't talk back because you don't want to or you don't understand the language, okay, they will be like, and you talk back, they will be surprised, okay. So he was surprised and he was like, yeah, it's all right, it's all right. And I'm like, no, it's not all right. I just had you say something, okay, and I believe my husband had you too and my children too, so please just say whatever you said again so that we can clarify, okay. So he kept quiet, and I just had to it was really an ugly statement, okay? I just had to make a sentence before we got off the bus that I just needed him to know, okay, you can't talk to people that look like me in a certain manner, okay? In that manner, okay? You just did. And I just brought up a sentence. I wasn't thinking, and I wasn't actually angry. I was just like, this is very disrespectful for you to say in a bus full of people, okay? So I just mentioned a certain sentence while I left the bus, and I had forgotten. He was disrespectful, but the sentence was also, it was mainly letting him know you don't talk to us like that, but it wasn't really the right way, okay? Definitely not the right way when as my children, as our children were listening, right? As the whole bus was listening, because in very many cases, when a bully starts something, it might be disrespectful, it might be mean, but that's them, okay? They need healing, they don't know things, they're ignorant, okay? So your response is also very key. It also shows who you are, how you can keep your calm, or how you cannot keep your calm, how you do go around situations that are not very easy, okay? So in that moment, I kind of went up, okay? I turned up because I was like, you said something, you're not repeating it. Because if you repeated it, I would have corrected you right there and then, okay? Would have gotten into a discussion, okay? But you didn't. So I just, my brain, okay? I didn't really think with the heart. I was like, yes, you're ignorant, but let me show you, okay? So I just dropped this sentence while leaving the bus, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, going home, we were talking about it with my husband and the children, and of course our oldest daughter was asking, Mama, what did he say and what did he mean with that? And I was like, okay, we had to explain, definitely, but I also had to let my daughter know what I had responded. How I had responded while getting off the bus wasn't the right way. The sentence I made wasn't really the right thing to mention in that situation, okay? So that is, this video is getting longer and longer and longer, and I didn't want it to get longer. But anyway, those are the two tips that I could give you. Number one, get rid of distractions, okay? Number two, how do you respond generally to your environment when your children are around, okay? Other things that I'm pretty much looking at when it gets to intentional motherhood, okay, on this journey. So there might be a part 2 on this, depending on how much time I have got, okay? So if you've got more tips on how you are intentionally mothering, okay, on how you are intentionally being your best, okay, being your best at mothering, being the best mother you can ever be, even if you're just at the start, okay, even if there's some certain things that you just want to get rid of, certain habits, okay, please let me know down in the comment section below, and I will definitely get back to you. Thank you, and bye.